This is Mellissa Thomas for Florida National News. We are here at TIAA Bank Field where the Jacksonville Jaguars will host the Washington Redskins. Today's game is going to be quite a bit of a nail-biter because the Washington Redskins stand to have a possibility of a playoff chance if they win against the Jacksonville Jaguars today. Right now, they are third in their particular conference. The Jaguars are fourth in theirs. But stay tuned right here at Florida National News for full coverage of the game as well as the post-game press conferences and locker room interviews.
Made the big punt return, and he continues to still make plays for us on the jet sweep and things of that nature. But it's tough offensively when you can't go back to back to back to back consistently, with plays or big plays and then be able to punch it in there. So, that's basically what happened during this game, and we're going to continue to keep fighting and keep trying to find ways to create those plays. And it's going to take all 11 guys to do their job to be able to do it. Obviously, I thought he made some plays, obviously with his feet, but and some of them were good. Some of them we had, opportunities. It was just a little late getting open at one or two that I saw that I wish you could hang in there and throw it. One, you want to come back, you want to be able to throw the football. A couple times they would cover where the protection broke down, and then he was able to run with his feet.
I mean, it's very frustrating, but like I said, you can't quit at the end of the day. No matter what the circumstances are going through or what they are, keep battling. Keep moving forward.
Do you think this team is getting ready during the week? Are you guys getting ready the right way? The efforts there, all those things that people talk about. It's tough to do this time of year, but you guys doing those things the right way.
You would hope that. I mean, you would think so, but then we still coming out here losing, so we ain't doing something.
What's the biggest correction that you plan to do for yourself in terms of the next bit of training that you're going to do?
I don't really have too many corrections. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of make grown men do what they don't want to do. I always kind of approach the game the same way. I have the same routine. I have the same regimen. I don't really try to change nothing. If I do, I try to jump right back on it. But outside of that, I approach everything the same way.
Where we just wrapped up the Jaguars versus Redskins game. The Redskins won 16-13 after a fourth quarter pick by Moreau. He basically got the ball, turned the tide for the Redskins, and they actually got their chance at the playoff now with this particular win. The Jaguars, on the other hand, couldn't quite get their offense in stride. They couldn't quite get the momentum that they needed for this particular game. They had a nice kind of tide turner in the middle there right before halftime with a nice punt return. That was about 74 yards. Huge thanks to D.D. Westbrook for that. But in the third and fourth, they scored one field goal in the third, but couldn't quite keep their lead. So stay tuned right here at Florida National News for our continuing coverage of the Jaguars and the NFL right here at FloridaNationalNews.com.